Yeah, this should be at 1, right?
Yeah, it's wait, my computer's 2 minutes ahead. Never mind. Might be. I'm just gonna definitely have it time.
Alright,
Text me if you want. Text me if you want about to go.
alright.
On Easter Sunday, it's the 42nd annual Dallas Cup, and the U18 championship features a local side, FC Dallas Youth Premier, against future Monarchs of Maryland. I'm Pete Stein along with Dev Reeves, and glad you could be with us for our continuing coverage of Dallas Cup. We've already had one Maryland team lift a Boot and Bowl trophy today in the U17 division. The Baltimore Armor won, so the future Monarchs will try to become the third Maryland team to win a Dallas Cup championship, and they're coming off an impressive semifinal win. They beat FC Premier 5-1 yesterday as Javar Stevenson scored a pair of goals for the future Monarchs.
Yeah, Stevenson's a great player up top, both feet, great engine, but they're going to run into a tough FC Dallas club today.
This is an FC Dallas team that has done very well in competition. They were a semifinalist at the 2019 USYS National Championship, and they're ranked in the top 10 nationally in the U18 age group. And you take a look at the Adidas starting lineup, and you see that Caden Johnson is their goalkeeper, but this is a team with a lot of firepower, Dev.
It is a lot of firepower. I mean, you talk FC Dallas and you talk about their academy. They're world renowned for developing some quality players these days. And again, it's going to be a tough task for this Maryland club.
And the Adidas starting lineup for the Monarchs, led by Michael Ravel, who has 3 goals in the competition so far. But they had their highest scoring output yesterday when they beat FC Premier.
Yeah, Ravel's very good. Again, both feet, strikes the ball extremely hard. So somebody FC Dallas definitely has already scouted.
Marcus Goodley will be in goal for the future Monarchs as they take on FC Dallas. The kickoff is coming up next. It's the U18 title that's at stake as FC Dallas Youth Premier battle future Monarchs for a Boot and Ball trophy from Toyota Stadium in Frisco.
New Highlander, Mr. D?
Yeah, it was time for a change. For something nicer, more refined, with plenty of space. Comfy, Derek?
Yes, sir.
Elevate every ride in the spacious 2021 Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Get excited about driving again in the new 2021 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby. You got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before. You know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, aardvark, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say. The Camry speaks for itself. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to the site of the National Soccer Hall of Fame. We're at Toyota Stadium in Frisco for the U18 championship game at the 42nd Dallas Cup. And today's game is brought to you by Toyota and by Coca-Cola. It's the future Monarchs from Maryland taking on FC Dallas Youth Premier. The Monarchs in black trimmed in yellow, FC Dallas in red. The Monarchs kick off. Javar Stevenson gets us started, and we're underway in this U18 championship game.
See, right from the start, FC Dallas playing pretty much a 4-2-4 system. Monarchs playing the same format.
It's the Monarchs who have possession early. Jordan Liddell plays it to the middle. I'll tell you one thing that it looks like the Monarchs have got some height.
Definitely some height and even some size as far as just some big bodies out there.
FC Dallas wins the ball, and Taylor Davis takes a shot from distance right off the bat. He gives it a crack from about 30 yards out. It goes wide right, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Monarchs. Marcus Goodley. Caden Johnson in goal for FC Dallas Youth Premier. Both teams get a passing grade on their kit, by the way.
Easy to read numbers. That's what we like.
That's really all we ask. But actually both look sharp, and there's a nice contrast down there as well with Dallas in the bright red and the Monarchs in black. It is interesting that we've got two teams from Maryland playing in back-to-back games here this year, and it's not like the state of Maryland's had a great deal of success in Dallas Cup in terms of winning the trophy.
You're right, Pete. Yeah, it's just very odd to have back-to-back Maryland teams in the final.
But that Mid-Atlantic region produces a lot of good soccer, and a lot of good collegiate soccer comes out of that
Fantastic
region.
soccer players coming out of that area.
The Monarchs trying to make a foray into the attacking third, looking for Sterling Harris, who has it just outside the area on the right side. He loses his footing. Creighton Schmidt is there for FC Dallas, sends it to halfway, but that gets knocked down by Justin Langen. Out of play, and a throw coming up for the future Monarchs. They're out of Lanham, Maryland. That's about 45 minutes south of Baltimore. We saw the Baltimore Armor playing in the U17 championship game. They went to a shootout and beat the Miami Rush.
You can see already the athleticism of the Monarchs, just very quick, extremely skilled players.
Here comes FC Dallas on the counterattack. Davis gets back to it at the top of the box, and then it's poked away from him once again. It'll be a goal kick.
You can see the speed of Davis already. He loses a little bit of possession there, and very quick to recover.
Stephen Mulestead was hoping that was going to be a corner kick, but that's not the case. Driven out. Battle for possession at midfield. That's chested down by Mendoza. It's at the feet of Booker. This is Mulestead. Kuanang plays it across halfway. Gets it to Badayan. Ravel sends it ahead to Stevenson, one of the heroes yesterday in the semifinal victory. Plays it left to Harris. Harris trying to find his way to the area. Gets it to Ravel, who loops it in, and then that's caught out of the air by Caden Johnson.
Ravel is just trying to find that back post. Makes it easy for Johnson.
FC Dallas trying to get it out of their own end. They play it to the team captain, David Newman, who moves up the right channel. Newman sends it toward the top of the box. Davis is there, but it's poked away by Mulestead. Getting tripped up on the play is Michael Ravel. Free kick for the Monarchs. Mulestead plays it left to Liddell. Liddell to Ravel. Switch to the right side for Badayan. Badayan finds Tamby, and it's really unusual to find a field player with 00. Usually that's a keeper, right?
Exactly. You don't see it too often for field players.
Switch left to Liddell. This is Mulestead. Mulestead finds Kuanang. Kuanang loses possession. Gets taken away by John Oliveras. We were originally told that Edwin Garcia would be in the starting lineup, and he was replaced by Oliveras.
Yeah, that's a late change to the lineup.
That's a long ball sent over halfway, but Mulestead's the only man there. Gets it to Stevenson, who gets tripped up. Harris has it on the left side. Harris being marked by the FC Dallas team captain. That ball rolls inside the 6-yard box, but moving to his left is Caden Johnson. Dallas trying to get through the middle third. They play a long ball to Oliveras, and stepping in front of Oliveras as the flag goes up is Jordan Liddell.
Nice.
Oliveras was offside.
Yeah, nice job by the Monarchs getting in front of the FC Dallas right winger.
This free kick coming from just outside the area, and the Monarchs keeper, Marcus Goodley, will deliver this free kick. Harris has it on the left side and draws a crowd. At midfield, Ravel plays it into the center circle for Langen, who plays it out wide to the right side. Booker not able to get it past Najera. It's a throw for the future Monarchs, and it goes to Tamby.
You can see straight from the start just the great technical abilities each of these Monarch players have on the ball.
Comes out to the left side. Liddell gets on it for the Monarchs. Plays it to Mulestead, who played it into an area, but it's Mendoza who's there for FC Dallas. Mendoza sending it into future Monarchs territory where it's intercepted by Justin Langen. Badayan back to Langen, who lost his footing, delivering a pass to Ravel. Tamby moves up the right touch line but loses it. It's a throw-in for FC Dallas. We're into the 9th minute, scoreless. It's the U18 championship game at the 42nd Dallas Cup, which through the years has attracted over 900 international players. This year it's a domestic tournament because of the pandemic. All the teams playing in this year's tournament are from the United States. Hopefully next year we'll once again have the international teams here. A collision draws the whistle and a free kick for FC Dallas.
Definitely look forward to international teams rejoining us next year, as they always add a lot of flavor to this event.
This will be a throw for future Monarchs. Liddell will put it in play. Liddell now will give the ball to Harris.
You know, Pete, you talk about the international teams that just, it's not just small teams from Europe. You're talking some of the renowned clubs, Barcelona, Liverpool, Everton. Not that Everton's up there with those two, but at least not yet.
Manchester United.
It's
Eintracht Frankfurt.
It's the who's who.
Oh, this is an opportunity brewing for FC Dallas. A rebound, but it's cleared away. Boy, FC Dallas was an eyelash away from scoring against the run of play.
Nice save by Goodley there. The ball's floated over the top. Goodley reacts well.
Mulestead was able to get it cleared out.
I think it's William Heidman on the strike.
FC Dallas with possession in future Monarch territory. In the midfield, it's Madden Montgomery. Here's a ball for Heidman, making a run down the left side. Gets to the byline. Unable to control it, though. And here comes future Monarchs. Bedayan sends it up the right flank. The long Lakely Stevenson gets the attack into FC Dallas territory. Sent to Harris on the left side, and a sliding tackle keeps the ball away from Harris. Fantastic defensive play. Was that David Newman who came in with that sliding tackle?
It looked like Newman from here. Really nice tackle. There's a long throw coming into the box, and he has quite a few big targets in the box.
Harris gets a running start on this throw-in. Catapults it to the top of the 6-yard box. FC Dallas able to get it cleared. It bounces past Taylor. It gets headed by Langen. Here comes FC Dallas. Oliveras let the ball get away from him, and the future Monarchs control it. Mulestead has it, and Mulestead gets it to Kuanang. Kuanang to Stevenson. Harris sends it to the top of the box where the flag is up. He was looking to make the connection with Preston Tamby, who got caught offside.
Tamby just making his run a little bit too early.
Montgomery up the left flank for FC Dallas to Heidman. Heidman gives the ball to Creighton Schmidt. Schmidt finds Montgomery, who switches it to the right side for Newman. Newman at halfway. Sends a ball intended for Najera, a little heavy with the touch. Mulestead loses it. Najera down on the ground trying to win the ball back. But coming up with it is Langen for future Monarchs. He gets it to Ravel. Ravel sends it to midfield where it's intercepted by Creighton Schmidt. Here's a ball for Taylor on his left foot. Taylor fires, and a save made by Marcus Goodley. It's the second time Goodley has risen to the challenge and kept this a scoreless tie. We're now in the 13th minute.
Yeah, see this through ball in to Mr. Davis, who hits a clean strike with his left instep, and Goodley with the nice save again.
Corner kick coming up for FC Dallas. This will be their first corner kick. Ader Najera taking it over to the left corner circle.
You go back to that strike real quick. That's just a really clean first touch by Davis. That set him up.
Oliveira sends this one into the seats behind the goal. Pretty good start to this one.
Yeah, very much so. A lot of energy for two teams that have played six games in 8 days. It's they're showing a lot of energy.
Played the 3 games in group and then played knockout games Friday and Saturday, so it's also the 3rd game in 3 days.
Yeah.
You play a lot of soccer when you sign up to play Dallas Cup, but it's worth it. Stevenson gets tripped up here at midfield, rolls on the ground, and now holds his right knee.
Well, when Stevenson goes down, there's a long ways to go.
He's got that Peter Crouch-like build, doesn't he?
That's exactly who I was thinking of, yes. And
tall guy with real skinny legs.
And good skills.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Fantastic skills, just like Peter Crouch.
Kuanang driving this ball into the area over the head of Tamby. And here comes FC Dallas on the counterattack. They've been really good on the counter so far. Oliveras has the ball taken away by Ravel. Ravel working a little 2-man game with Bedayan. Oliveras keeping this inside the touchline.
Good ball.
Drives it to the left side. Has a man, Heidman. Doesn't work out for FC Dallas. But they will get a corner kick. It'll be their 2nd corner kick.
Yeah, Heidman receives that ball, tries to get it on his right foot, tries to cut it across, just taking too much time to get there.
Najera to deliver this corner. The in-swinger coming to the top of the 6-yard box, trying to find Madden Montgomery there, but Future Monarchs able to clear it. And then it's sent out of play by Newman, giving Future Monarchs a throw-in the middle third on their side of halfway. Jordan Liddell to put it in play, throws it into FC Dallas territory, but past Stevenson, who's got those long legs moving toward the ball. And before he gets there, it's sent out of play by Creighton Schmidt.
Nice play by Schmidt, covering for his defenders coming from his central position.
Sterling Harris with a throw.
Well, the last time on this throw, he overthrew his targets. Let's see if he can find Stevenson here in the box.
Likes to get that running start, sets his feet, fires it in toward the top of the 6. It gets deflected around. Getting a hand on it may have been Caden Johnson punching it away, and that starts the counterattack for FC Dallas. Future Monarchs do a good job getting back. They commit the foul, giving FC Dallas a free kick on the edge of the attacking third near the touchline. They just ruled that ball out of play, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
You're
no
exactly
foul.
right, Pete. I mean, the Monarchs did a nice job of getting back defensively because FC Dallas can show how quickly they can counter.
Najera sends it to the right for Newman. Newman to Oliveras, trying to get it back to Newman. But Harris disrupts the play for Future Monarchs. And then coming off the ground with the ball at his feet is Najera. Played to Joel Perez. FC Dallas regroups. Schmidt plays it out wide. Back to Schmidt at halfway. Schmidt now accelerates toward the finishing third. Finds Oliveras open on the right side. Oliveras chested down, settles it. He gives it to Najera. Najera fires it in. It's on frame, but it's a pretty routine play there for Marcus Goodley.
Goodley had that covered the entire way. It's going to be tough to beat Goodley from distance today.
Goodley directing traffic. Didn't catch all of that. Certainly didn't find its target. But Monarchs end up with it anyway as Kuanang has it. Kuanang gets it to Harris. Harris moves up the left flank. Liddell coming up from behind him. Harris accelerates into the box, sends it in, and then that goes off the right foot of Montgomery and out of play. And I believe this is going to be a corner kick opportunity here for Future Monarchs. It'll be their first.
Quite a bit of end-to-end action already in this final.
Absolutely. This is a good start. We're 19 minutes in. This is the first corner kick for Future Monarchs. Michael Ravel delivers the corner. Harris is the target inside the 6. There's 5 other targets for The future Monarchs inside the 18. Trying to settle the ball is Bedan. It gets sent out. Booker is there for future Monarchs. And they have a throw, quickly restarting play. They get it into Bedan. Another throw. FC Dallas has looked really good on the counter today.
Yeah, very quick out of the back. If you see the future Monarch, another long throw.
Here's Harris again, gets that running start. He's able to throw this ball to the top of the 6. Here about 18 yards from the corner flag. Throws it in, and that gets headed away by Montgomery. Montgomery's been good at defending these corners and that throw.
Yeah, nice job of Montgomery. I mean, he's giving away at least 6 inches on Stevenson, and he's able to maneuver around in front and win that head ball.
And the way the future Monarchs operate this throw, it's very much like a corner. And again, Montgomery is there to head it away. Just in the right place at the right time. Davis making a run for FC Dallas, but getting to the ball first is Justin Langen for future Monarchs. And immediately they're right back in the attacking third. Perez is there for FC Dallas. Heidman settles the ball, and FC Dallas goes on the attack, turning it over just as they get into future Monarch territory. Stevenson has it, gets it to Tamby, who sends it wide left to Bedan. Bedan plays it back to the middle for Stevenson, who plays it to the left touchline for Liddell. Liddell marked by 2 members of FC Dallas. Both Newman and Mendoza are there, and it's Newman who has it. And then that fires that off. Liddell out of play, setting up a goal kick.
Nice job by Newman, just shepherding the Monarch player wide and then also keeping the ball in play.
FC Dallas out of the back like lightning. Davis making a run up the center forward channel, but the pass goes to Najera. Moving up the right flank, receiving it now is Newman. Newman pushing forward, drives this one toward the back post. Out of play. Heidman was making a run along the left side. Never had a chance to get ahead on that one. It remains a scoreless tie as we've played 21 minutes of this U18 championship game at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. It's been a fun start to this one.
Very active start. Seems to be 2 evenly matched teams.
And you mentioned right off the top, they're playing similar formations, similar styles. It's been a free-flowing game, too.
It really has. It's a game that, like we've seen in most of the finals this weekend, it's just seems to be very clean play. Really no dirty fouls of any sorts.
Oliveira's the victim of a foul here.
Help me out, though. We haven't seen any red cards in the finals.
We have not.
Date, so
we saw a young man given a yellow that maybe should have been given a red.
Right.
But we haven't seen any reds.
And a lot of credit to the officials for.
And really we haven't seen that many cards.
Right. Nope. And again, credit to the officials. I mean, some of the best in the country are here this week. They've done a nice job of controlling things.
Najera trying to control things for FC Dallas here, but turns it over to Tamby, and the Monarchs get on the attack. We've seen Harris both on the left side and the right side. Here he is on the right getting the ball to Kuanang, and Kuanang puts it in the path of Bedan, and Bedan trying to get around Perez, and they're still dueling, and it's Perez who wins the battle and gets it out to Oliveras. Oliveras moves up the right side. Oliveras approaching the box, looking for support. Veers out to the right side, just outside the area. Still double team, not able to split. Mulestead and Ravel, but gets the corner kick.
A lot of credit to Oliveras there. He has 3 Monarch defenders on him. And he takes all 3 on and wins the corner.
This will be the 3rd corner kick for FC Dallas. We're in the 24th minute. These are full 45-minute halves for the U18s. FC Dallas Youth Premier out of North Texas and future Monarchs out of Maryland. Once again, it's Najera taking the corner. He drives this one to the left side of the box. And that'll go off of Newman and over the goal line for a goal kick.
Interesting defensive tactic by the Monarchs. Just put Stevenson right there, right in the middle of the six, to be able to win any balls that come into that territory.
Ravel controlling for the Monarchs. Gets it to Mulestead. Back to Ravel. To Langen. Langen gets it across halfway and then gets it right back from Stevenson. Looking for Tamby now, but Newman is there for FC Dallas. Tamby continues to put on the pressure as Johnson tries to get it cleared for FC Dallas. It's the Monarchs who control it. It comes out to Liddell. Liddell in the left channel. Plays it to Tamby, trying to work a 1-2. It gets poked away from Liddell, out of play. It'll be an FC Dallas throw as it's off of Future Monarch.
Future Monarch is really good coming out of the back into the midfield, but in that offensive third, there's losing a little bit of creativity. Not showing a much.
Some of that's FC Dallas, though,
Some
right?
of it's FC Dallas, but it just seems like they kind of run out of ideas once they get there.
Schmidt approaches midway, gets it into Future Monarch territory. Oh, that's a bad giveaway there. Kuanang has it for Future Monarchs. He had Tamby making a run on the left, but hesitated and gets dispossessed. Oliveras is open on the right side for FC Dallas. Oliveras beats his man to the top of the box, takes a left-footed shot, and it goes wide right. Oliveras is sneaky quick.
Yeah, you see him on this right side just running at his defenders, really putting the pressure on. You love to see that. You don't like to see it if you're the defender. He tries to sneak that into the near post.
I think he really surprised Liddell there.
Yeah, now you see Oliveras actually going over to the left side.
Mulestead playing it to Ravel. Ravel to Stevenson. One touch back to Kuanang, who plays it to the left side, but across the touchline, giving FC Dallas a throw. He was looking for Tamby. Newman throws it into Future Monarch territory. Tamby gets it to the noggin of Kuanang, who tried to knot it down back to the feet of Tamby, but it's out of play. And it's a throw in for Perez. Perez to Heinen, who's now on the right side. We've seen him on the left, Heidman, for FC Dallas.
Yeah, you've seen Oliveras move over to the left side, and Heidman's moved over to the right side.
Tamby moving up the left channel for Future Monarchs. Perez takes it away momentarily. Now gets it back after Liddell turns it over. Davis gets it to Najera. Najera lifts it. It comes back to Najera in the center circle. He leaves it on the left side, and Mendoza catches up to it, plays it out wide. Back to Mendoza. We're in the 28th minute, still scoreless, but not lacking for action. Comes out wide to Newman. Newman laying it back to Montgomery. Montgomery to Schmidt. Schmidt plays it out wide to the left touchline. FC Dallas getting through the middle third, approaching the attacking third. They get it to Najera, to Newman. Newman likes to push forward. Newman making a run up the right channel. Najera didn't see him. Instead, plays a short ball to Fragel. Davis has it poked away by Booker.
You'd like to see FC Dallas just be a little bit quicker here in the offensive third. It's going to be tough to break down Future Monarch at this pace.
Heidman making a run into the 6-yard box, but pulling it out of the air for the Monarchs is Marcus Goodley. And Goodley is slow to get up. Appears to be okay, but taking his time.
Yeah, nice ball to the back post. Goodley reads it. Does well to hold on to that ball.
William Heidman was the target on that back post. A restart here. Bedayan restarting play for future Monarchs. Ravel plays it across halfway. Making a run is Kuanang up the center forward channel. Kuanang will shoot from distance, but that's easy for Johnson. Johnson knocks it down. It was right to him. Comes out to Newman along the touchline. He'll send it back to Madden Montgomery. Montgomery switches it to the left side, and that's a bad giveaway. It'll be a throw for the future Monarchs. Creighton Schmidt is there to send it into the seats for FC Dallas. As we're into the 30th minute, still scoreless. Your thoughts after the first half hour?
Well, it's been an entertaining first half hour. I mean, both teams getting forward, both teams creating some chances. It's what you expect of a final at the Dallas Cup.
Looks like future Monarchs, they take these throw-ins pretty seriously.
It's a set piece every time.
Yep.
I mean, it's definitely a weapon.
And part of the reason is because they've got a guy who can throw the ball into the area, Harris, and he does so again here. It gets cleared out, but not outside the attacking third. Liddell, just outside the area, plays it to the feet of Stevenson, who gets jostled around, but it comes back to Liddell. Liddell still with possession, plays it toward the penalty spot where he was looking for Kuanang. Kuanang gets a shot off. It's deflected, I believe. It's a corner kick.
Yeah, nice little spell there for future Monarch. Deflection's taken. It's going to be, like you said, Pete, a corner kick.
This will be the second corner kick for future Monarchs.
See FC Dallas putting defenders on both posts. A lot of times these days you will see nobody on the post or somebody on the front, or nobody on the front and somebody on the back.
Michael Ravel putting this one inside the 6, and that's Caden Johnson like a flash reaching up and grabbing it out of the air.
Nice job by Johnson controlling his box. That type of goalkeeping gives a lot of confidence to his teammates in front of him.
Madden turning it over with a pass that went past Najira. I don't think Najira thought that pass was for him. Here's a little bit of a wrestling match. Sterling Harris getting tangled up with Joel Perez. Harris gets called for the foul. FC Dallas with a quick restart while Harris was protesting. The protest didn't last long because play had started. Harris had to hustle back. That's Harris getting ahead on it now. Stevenson trying to settle it. Montgomery is there for FC Dallas. Plays it to Newman. Newman sends it to Davis. Davis gets taken off the ball. Ravel with a little bit of a physical play there, but gets away with it. Bedayan sends it to the right side. This is Harris on the run. Harris pushes it up the right side. And the sliding tackle from Frigel is going to draw a whistle and maybe a yellow card. Harris is down. Looks like Reese Fragel is going to get the first booking of the game here in the 33rd minute.
Yeah, I mean, that tackle was a hard tackle, came in a little bit late, and yellow card's justified.
The first card shown today,
and this,
Fragel with a reckless tackle.
Yeah, and this is one thing FC Dallas needs to really eliminate. There's just too many chances to put this ball into the box, and when you have such big targets as future Monarch has, they're gonna get a payoff here sooner or later.
Javar Stevenson really stands out as one of those targets. He's head and shoulders taller than the man that's marking him, Madden Montgomery, but Montgomery's been able to get his head on some of these set pieces Here's another one, driven in. And it's headed clear once again. And guess who got there for FC Dallas? It was the man that got carded, Reese Fragel.
About the second time Monarchs just haven't been able to clear that first defender on a free kick. You got to get that ball over that first defender. It's just totally wasted, and that can easily set off a quick counterattack.
And we've seen FC Dallas. They look good on the counter.
Yeah, and there's a dangerous lunge there by Stevenson. Called right away.
I don't know that I've mentioned that Brandon Gardner is our referee today, and the assistants are Tiffany Turpin and Wendell Ashby. And the fourth official is Jose Arroyo. Here's Montgomery looking upfield for a target as he pushes forward into the middle third. He'll lay this back for Schmidt. Najira gets shouldered down to the turf. Or pardon me, that's not Najira, rather that's Fragel. FC Dallas in future Monarch territory now. Monarchs doing a good job keeping their shape. Comes right to Montgomery. Newman really pressing forward on this right side. Has it now. Delivers the cross to the top of the 6-yard box. It gets headed up by Langen. Davis trying to chest it down to his feet but can't control it. Running up on it is Fragel. Fragel gets it to Mendoza. Mendoza switches it to Newman on the right side. Newman was hoping maybe to work a little give and go there with Najira, but Najira plays it back to Montgomery. Perez playing it to Mendoza. Now inside the box to Taylor Davis. Davis finds Hindman. Hindman got a head on it. It lands at the feet of Perez.
Nice possession by FC Dallas, being patient.
A little backheel pass from Fragel, but now the ball is turned over. Stevenson gets, well, I thought he was going to get pulled down, but he keeps his balance. He's still going. Those long strides, moving right up the middle. Now played into space, and a shot for Harris is off the mark. Stevenson showing some really nice skill and athleticism.
Yeah, he does a nice job of riding off those tackles, playing that ball through. Unfortunately, Harris just couldn't get that on frame.
Harris had a shot set up by Stevenson, but was well off the mark. And now Stevenson has it again. And again finds Harris inside the box. Harris taken down, but Brandon Gardner says play on. Comes to the left side for Liddell. Goal kick coming up for Caden Johnson and FC Dallas into the 38th minute. Still scoreless.
Well, we spoke about FC Dallas and how quickly they can counterattack. We just saw one there from future Monarch with Stevenson leading the break.
Montgomery has Newman to his right. Instead tries to get it to Heidman. But it's the future Monarchs who come away with it. Ravel has it. Ravel able to side boot a pass to Bedayan. Bedayan to Harris. Seeking Liddell. Liddell goes down. Liddell may have done a little bit of acting there trying to get a whistle. Stevenson gets tangled up and tripped down, but play on as Tamby has it for the future Monarchs. Played back to Ravel. Ravel getting pressured by Heidman, finds Stevenson. Stevenson gets it to Kuanong. Out wide to Harris. Harris sends it toward the back post, headed by Tamby, but outside the net and out of play.
And that spell right there, you see how good skill-wise this club is. Future Monarch on the ball. The ball comes through the back post.
Long ball up the left side for FC Dallas. As they go on the attack, it's Oliveras, who we've seen on both sides of the pitch today. That ball's poked away for a throw, and it's a quick throw in for FC Dallas as the Future Monarchs are still getting back defensively. Trying to get into the box is Fragel, and Fragel once again is in the middle of a entanglement.
Fragel's pleading his innocence with the official.
He cannot afford to get another yellow. He's already been carded once. Garner's giving him a bit of a lecture here.
Yeah, you could tell Garner was ready to pull out that second yellow and send him off, but showed some restraint there, giving that young man a second chance. He's going to throw somebody a card.
I think somebody's going to get a card for dissent here.
He's going back to him.
He did go back to Fragel.
Was that his second? Yes, it was. Referee's making sure.
There it is. Fragel picked up his first yellow in the 33rd minute, and then 6 minutes later picks up another. And he's out of here with a red card in the 39th minute.
Well, you saw the official showing some restraint early on. I think a magic word may have been said.
Yeah, I actually thought initially he was going to go card somebody else for dissent, but he did. As you said, he went back to Fragel and now goes to the FC Dallas bench to give Casey Cantor a bit of an explanation. So now FC Dallas is down a man for the rest of the way. That changes the complexion of this game.
Well, it all starts with the tackle down outside the box there. And, I mean, it is easily a foul. I mean, there's no question it was a foul. And at that point, you just got to get up and walk away from it and not make any comments. But unfortunately, he made some comments, and the official heard it, and he's off. Big advantage.
Oh, Stevenson with a really nice pass here. That springs Harris, who tried to set it up for Kuanong. Future Monarchs may get another chance here. Tamby laying it back to Liddell. He fires away high.
Well, you can already see the space that's opening up, playing one man short. Right now, FC Dallas is just hoping to get out of this half at 0-0 and get back into the locker room, look at the tactics, and see how they can adjust playing a man down.
Reese Fragel picking up 2 yellows. Red carded, out for the remainder of the game. So Dallas playing with 10 men against Future Monarchs of Maryland. Heidman looking for Taylor Davis, but as that ball goes into the area, Marcus Goodley is there to scoop it up, and he quickly distributes it to Liddell on the left side. To Kuanong. Tamby has it. Tamby works with Stevenson. Stevenson tried to get it back to Liddell. Taking a tumble in the midfield is Mendoza, but he's back on his feet and has the ball for FC Dallas. Gets it to Davis. Davis back to Schmidt. Montgomery. You seen any tactical adjustments by FC Dallas going down a man here?
I just see one of their midfielders just sitting back a little bit deeper at the moment. They're going to get most of it sorted out at halftime. But, again, man, you hate to see in a final a player go off. You saw the official come over and speak with the manager of FC Dallas, giving him an explanation of why. And he didn't really have much of a comeback to the official on it.
Oh, that's a nice sliding tackle by Najera. And now gets it to Davis. Davis not able to control it. Langen has it for Future Monarchs. Across halfway, Badayan. Bedayan gives it to Booker, back to Bedayan. Booker at halfway on the right side. Trying to find Ravel in the middle, but it's intercepted by FC Dallas. Played back to Montgomery. Mendoza plays it out wide. FC Dallas moving into the attacking third. They get it to Oliveras, who's dispossessed. It gets taken away by Langen. Langen leaves it for Stevenson. Stevenson loses it and then commits a foul, giving FC Dallas a free kick out of their own end. They'll immediately get it to Najira. Najira has Newman over here on the right side. Instead plays it back to Montgomery. Montgomery gets it back to the keeper, Johnson. We're into the 45th minute. The first half winding down, still scoreless. Dallas is down a man after Fragel was shown a second yellow card in a span of 6 minutes. Headed by Mulestead to halfway, to the feet of Newman. Up the right channel. Heidman with a nice move to get around Liddell. Heidman to the box looking for Davis. Poked away by Langen. And here comes the future Monarchs with Kuanang in the middle of the pitch. Playing it out wide to the right for Booker. Booker pushes it forward up the right touch line. Gets it to Bedayan. So we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time added on here. FC Dallas down a man. Tamby has it on the left flank. It's 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time. Mulestead gets it to Liddell. Stevenson with those long legs down on the ground, winning the ball for future Monarchs. Now Bedayan finds Kuanang. Kuanang approaching the box is dispossessed. That's a great play by FC Dallas.
Well, it was Davis coming back from his forward position to defend, and that's exactly what needs to happen with the forwards when you're playing a man down. So
I think that was Joel Perez who took the ball away. Yeah, FC Dallas got a lot of work cut out for them playing down a man here for the entire second half. And a giveaway here as Harris takes it away but gives it right back to Montgomery. Tamby finds Harris. Harris taken down by Schmidt.
Harris on a nice turn. Wins the foul. The referee is letting play go for a little bit and finally blows it.
Here's another look.
Went down pretty easily.
Yeah, he sure did. Future Monarch Stevenson pokes it into the area. Here's a shot and a goal just before the end of the half. Bedayan finds the far side netting. And with the man advantage, future Monarchs are up 1-0, scoring in first half stoppage time.
Yeah, you see here just a nice clean strike. Not a whole lot Johnson could do on that one. Just a little bit of a lack of concentration by FC Dallas trying to get out of this half at 0-0.
So Bedayan scores the goal in the stoppage time, allowing future Monarchs to go into the intermission with a 1-0 lead over FC Dallas. I don't think we'll see much more. And we won't see any more. After Heidman kicks off following the goal, Brandon Gardner blows the halftime whistle. And a really entertaining first 45 minutes featured Reese Fragel getting yellow carded twice in a 6-minute span, and FC Dallas going down a man before Bedayan scored in stoppage time, giving future Monarchs a 1-0 lead at halftime.
New Highlander, Mr. D?
Yeah, it was time for a change. For something nicer, more refined, with plenty of space. Comfy, Derek?
Yes, sir.
Elevate every ride in the spacious 2021 Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Get excited about driving again in the new 2021 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby, got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before, you know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Style, performance, power, pancake, turtleneck sweater, aardvark, Worcestershire, or Shire, I guess. It doesn't matter what I say, the Camry speaks for itself. Toyota, let's go places.
Stadium in Frisco, where the U18 championship game has reached intermission, and we've had an exciting first 45 minutes. Bedayan scoring in stoppage time to give Future Monarchs a 1-0 lead over a shorthanded FC Dallas side after Reese Fragel was red carded. He picked up 2 yellows. This was an opportunity for William Heidman early on for FC Dallas. They've been good on the counterattack today. Taylor Davis with that shot, but a save there for Marcus Goodley.
Yeah, like you said, FC Dallas has been really good on the counterattacks, really good chances for him early on. But then Future Monarch kind of just took over the match.
Jordan Liddell had a chance there but missed high, and then Bedayan cashed in when he got an opportunity just before the end of the first half when Future Monarchs were up a man and they lead 1-0. So if you're Future Monarchs and you have this man advantage, how do you play the second half? Do you stay aggressive even though you've got a 1-0 lead?
Absolutely, yeah. There's nothing going to change for Future Monarchs. They just keep playing as they have been. And, all the changes are going to have to come from the FC Dallas side.
That leads me to my next question, Deb. What does FC Dallas do now?
Well, basically, several different options, but right now they're going to probably bring a forward back a little bit and defend a little bit more, put an extra defender in the midfield, and just see if they can find the target up top and run off that front target and see if they can get some counterattacks.
And really important that they don't give up that second goal, because down a man and just one goal, you're still in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't want to get up that second one. That one's just the final nail in the coffin.
We're hoping for the second 45 to be as good as the first 45 in this U18 championship game. Stay with us. It's the 42nd annual Dallas Cup from the site of the National Soccer Hall of Fame in Frisco.
Gotta keep it moving, running all the time, no time to waste it.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Philips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better. Philips.
Your wireless, your rules, your savings. When you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you could save up to $300 a year. So join the most reliable wireless network and get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Only with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today to learn more.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple. Pick boldly.
I don't know what happened.
This? Nah, nothing happened.
Nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Sure looks like something happened.
Well, you've been with Farmers for 3 years with 0 auto claims.
Yeah?
So you earned your policy perk, accident forgiveness. Now, instead of this being something,
It's nothing.
get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks. They should really turn this right off.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Jason Tatum. Check out my Subway sub with delicious turkey and crispy bacon.
I'm Draymond Green with my Subway sub with tender steak and melty cheese.
My sub will help you put points on the board, unlike some other subs.
Why would you say that, Jason?
Hey, man, I'm just talking about subs here.
Oh, come on.
My sub is going to throw down.
My sub has more rings than your sub.
My sub has bacon.
Choose better, be better, and not buy one sub, get 150% off in the app. Subway, eat fresh.
But not Jason's sub.
Want to get out of the car buying race? At Easterns Automotive Group, you can pick your car, estimate your payments, lock it in, and pick it up. Easterns Automotive Group.
Dallas Cup is possible because of the hard work and dedication of more than 1,500 volunteers who log more than 7,500 hours per year. Throughout the tournament's history, Dallas Cup has hosted teams from 48 states and over 100 countries across 6 continents. Let's look back on the proud history of the Dallas Cup.
Three OGs moving silence like sourdough. So if you didn't know, the Sourdough King is back at Burger King with flame grilled beef, sizzling bacon, and ooey gooey cheese stuffed between two toasted sourdough buns. The Sourdough King and Sourdough Breakfast King. Your way, way better.
Gillette Pro Glide. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke. So you're ready for the day with a fresh face for a fresh start. For a limited time, get a 5th cartridge free.
Observe how gig speed internet from Xfinity powers the gaming tablet, the school tablet, and the extremely sticky tablet.
Introducing breakthrough Wi-Fi speed from Xfinity, now over a gig. Shop online for our best monthly prices on internet guaranteed. Learn more at Xfinity.com.
I've always wanted to do that.
Next round on me.
Here's to firing up the grill and lighting up the world. Here's to blazing your trail.
Movie night.
Should have been watching the stove instead.
Tell me something I don't know.
With your Farmer's Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, your home can be rebuilt regardless of your limits.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, I'm awake.
Let's do this, Smudge.
Let's dance. Oh, man, we're gonna have some fun today. Let's go.
Say it with me now.
Hinge, squeeze. Stay with me. Here, I'm with you. 5, 4, sprint to your finish.
You did that, Palatine. Until next time. Whew.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Philips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better.
The FC Dallas technical staff spending a lot of time talking to Madden Montgomery, Creighton Schmidt, and David Newman. They're going to be playing a man down for the entire second half, trailing Future Monarchs 1-0. And today's game is brought to you by Toyota and by Coca-Cola. It's the under-18 final here at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. I'm Pete Stein along with Dev Reeves as we get ready for second half action between Future Monarchs of Maryland and FC Dallas Youth Premier of North Texas. Today's second half is brought to you by In-N-Out Burger, the official burger of the Dallas Cup. Well, you can clearly see that FC Dallas has been working very hard throughout the course of this intermission, trying to come up with a winning tactic.
Yeah, you could tell at halftime here, I mean, the management was looking at every option, every player they have available to them today, and trying to figure out what was the best tactical decision to be made here playing a man down. So they have made a couple changes here coming into the second half.
Yeah, Diego Pepe is going to be coming into the game, and he's going to replace John Oliveras, I believe.
And then you also have Kobe McDaniel coming in. So it looks like the leading goal scorer for FC Dallas, Taylor Davis, is probably going to be left alone up top.
And when you say leading goal scorer, we should point out he's got 9 goals in this tournament.
Yeah, it's been fabulous all week.
Had a hat trick in an 8-0 win over Solar West. Scored 2 goals against Los Angeles Soccer Club in the final day of group play, a 5-0 win. And then had a 4-goal game against Barca Academy of Arizona in a 7-1 victory in the quarterfinals. Diego Pepe, who just came on, scored in the 87th minute of the semifinal win over Indiana Fire as FC Dallas won that game 2-1.
Yeah, but what happens in these group stages and getting to the quarterfinals and semifinals, people start scouting, and they know they know what Davis can do, so they're very aware of his ability.
That's not fair, scouting. So FC Dallas playing a man down after Reese Fragel picked up 2 yellow cards in a 6-minute span, got his first in the 33rd minute, then was carded again in the 39th minute. And just as we came to the end of the half, Bedayan scored a goal for Future Monarchs, and they lead 1-0. That's where we are as we begin the second half. FC Dallas hoping to keep as much possession as they can, but Booker takes it away, and now Langen scrambling up the right side. Ball played into space for Langen, but stepping in there is Mendoza to win it for FC Dallas. He gets it to McDaniel, who's just come into the game. And then a long ball sent in by Perez. Marcus Goodley handling it for the Future Monarchs. Goodley's been challenged a couple of times, but it's come through. This ball for Harris on the right side. Harris moves into the area. Harris marked by Schmidt, tried to find the far side netting, sent it across the face of goal. He just missed.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you're a man down. A lot of holes open up, and Harris just takes on his defender one-on-one, a little step over, and this drags this ball across the face of the goal.
Graydon Schmidt bringing it out of the back for FC Dallas.
And what you see, FC Dallas going to a 4-4-1 with their right midfielder and left midfielder pushing up on the opposite sides of the ball, just trying to get that one extra attacker up there at times to help out Davis.
I mean, there have been times when teams played well with 10 men.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not necessarily a death sentence.
No, not at all.
That shot taken from distance and sails over the goal. And we've seen the Future Monarchs take a few shots from distance, and this time it was Michael Ravel giving it a ride. Once again, it's placed at the feet of Creighton Schmidt. Bringing it up for FC Dallas. He finds McDaniel along the touch line. McDaniel gives it up to Perez. Perez back to Schmidt, to McDaniel. McDaniel gets to halfway, marked by Harris. Plays it toward the middle. Looking for Diego Pepe, who's yet to have a touch since coming in. This is Ravel for Future Monarchs. Ravel moving in, has it teed up, takes his time, sets up a shot, and a goal! Ravel showed great patience, and Harris, with a fantastic finishing touch, has given Future Monarchs a 2-0 lead.
Well, that's about as easy as they come. Just see nobody from FC Dallas putting any pressure on the ball whatsoever. Just lays it off. Just a clinical finish. But you just can't give FC Monarch that much time on the ball, 10 yards in front of the goal.
Ravel avoided the temptation of taking that shot.
Ravel was just waiting for, he had the opportunity, and he just, like you said, very patient on the ball and waiting for that extra attacker to come in, and he set him up nicely. Just put it on a plate for him.
Well, now it gets a lot tougher for FC Dallas, down 2 goals. Down 2 goals and down a man. Kobe McDaniel was a sub who came in. He gets it to Davis. Davis trying to pull it back immediately. Fires it into the 6-yard box, and it deflects into the hands of Marcus Goodley. Certainly Davis is a guy who could change the complexion of this game.
Absolutely. Just fantastic player, and he just hasn't been able to see much of the ball today. Again, the Monarchs just zoning in on him.
Mulestead to Booker. Booker finds Kuanong. Davis goes up for the header, comes up empty. It lands down at the feet of McDaniel. Handball called.
Yeah, at this point, I think I just kind of throw out the tactics change. What FC Dallas did at halftime, went to the 4-4-1 and pretty much changed up to a 3-4-2. Just got to throw some players forward now, take a little bit more of a risk. Try to get back into this one.
Right. Stevenson turns it over. This could be an opportunity for Davis right here. Davis moves into the box, but it's 1-on-3, and Davis never had a chance. Booker brings it up the right side for future Monarchs. Finds Harris at halfway. And it's a throw for future Monarchs. Into the 52nd minute, Booker with the throw in. Puts it at the feet of Badayan, who scored the first goal at the end of the first half. And then Sterling Harris, set up by Michael Ravel, has given future Monarchs a 2-0 lead here early in the second half with the U18 Boot and Ball Trophy on the line here this afternoon at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas at the 42nd Annual Dallas Cup. Here comes Lavelle. He goes down. The official says play on, and Mendoza has it for FC Dallas. Getting tugged on there was Langen. That draws the whistle, and it gives future Monarchs a free kick. Future Monarchs attempting to become the second team from Maryland to win a Boot and Ball Trophy today. Booker out on the right flank, trying to get around McDaniel. McDaniel ends up with it for FC Dallas. Lavelle and Booker trying to win the ball back. Perez holding on. Now it's taken away, but the foul called on FC Dallas. It would be odd if future Monarchs were to win and Maryland would win 2 Boot and Ball trophies today. It would just be their third all time.
Yeah, definitely be.
They would win more today than they had in the history of Dallas Cup coming in. The state of Maryland had only lifted the Boot and Ball trophy one time in all age groups. But they're in pretty good shape here, leading FC Dallas 2-0, and FC Dallas is down a man.
Yeah, now they're really getting exposed. FC Dallas, just all sorts of space.
I think giving up that second goal took a little bit out of them emotionally as well.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, it does. I mean, it's been a long week.
And there's some of the frustration showing as Liddell gets pushed to the ground, and that's another card. That's the third time that a yellow card has been shown to Dallas. 2 of them were shown to Reese Fragel, and that's why FC Dallas is playing down a man.
Yeah, Liddell just gets into the back of him. Easy call for the official, but this is just where FC Dallas really needs to grow as a team and just really be disciplined, right? I mean, let's not get caught up in the antics, off the ball and so forth. Let's just defend first, take our chances going forward. But you don't want to just continue to give these great players. Go ahead, Pete.
Just inside halfway, gets sent all the way inside the 6-yard box. It was William Heidman who was shown the yellow card in the 54th minute. Again, the third card shown to Dallas. Here's Davis. Davis with 9 goals in the tournament. Moves into the area. A low cross in, and Stevenson gives up the corner kick. I'm not sure he had to give up the corner there.
Yeah, I think he was just a little bit rushed there to clear it out, but big advantage here now for FC Dallas with the corner.
FC Dallas needing to take advantage of an opportunity like this. Kobe McDaniel will deliver the free kick.
There's going to be a substitution before this kick is taken. At least he's trying to get him in.
It's Jalen Belong who's waiting on the sideline and is coming in for FC Dallas. That's their third of a possible 6 substitutions. The corner kick sent in, but nothing comes of it for FC Dallas, at least not initially. Now McDaniel has it. He'll send it back into the area, headed away by Stevenson. Montgomery runs up on it, takes a shot with the right boot, but misses wide left. So Jalen Belong comes in for Heidman. After Heidman gets that yellow, they can't risk Heidman getting a second yellow.
No, that would be devastating to this team at this point, and obviously getting some fresh legs in helps as well.
FC Dallas trailing 2-0, playing with just 10 men. After Reese Fragel was red carded after accumulating 2 yellow cards in a 6-minute span in the first half. A throw in here for Schmidt. Belong gets a touch after entering the game. Harris trying to keep it in, but it's poked over the touchline by Diego Pepe, and Pepe hasn't been able to see much of the action. He came in as a substitute at half for FC Dallas. Kuanong to Ravel, who's dispossessed by Schmidt. McDaniel moving up the left channel, gets to halfway. Booking and Langen are there for future Monarchs. This is Badayan sending it to the left side for Tamby, and Tamby goes ahead and takes a shot from 25 yards out and misses wide right.
Yeah, this is the way future Monarchs can break down FC defense quickly. Just a real quick switch of play. And then you get the isolated one-on-one on the far side of the field.
Perez gets it across halfway. Mendoza making a run here up the center forward channel, but FC Dallas can't get him the ball, and here comes future Monarchs. Ravel leaves it for Kuanong. Back to Ravel, inside the box. Ravel, he's already got an assist, goes for goal here and hits the outside netting.
Well, you see Johnson, the FC Dallas goalkeeper, staying big as Lavelle gets into the box. Tries to sneak it into that near post. He was never going to beat him from that angle.
Montgomery with an early ball to Davis. A glancing header. Trying to get to it was Jalen Belong, who just came in, and you can see he does have fresh legs.
Well, we also see Stevenson's now playing left back as he started up top at the beginning of the game.
This is Stevenson with the clearance. Out to Ravel. Ravel spinning around trying to find the ball, and it's Montgomery who comes up with it for FC Dallas. To Davis. Good trap by Davis, who has control of it, but then is dispossessed as he approaches the attacking third by Langen, who gets tripped up.
Yeah, that's just a professional foul to keep that attack from building.
That's the 4th yellow shown FC Dallas today.
He really had to take that foul at that point.
This time it's Joel Perez.
Perez knew exactly what he was doing to slow that attack down.
So Perez carded in the 59th minute after Heidman was carded in the 54th. Heidman was substituted for after that card. Reese Fragel came out of the game because of 2 yellow cards. And that's got FC Dallas playing down a man and trailing 2-0 as we approach the 1 hour mark. Booker has it on the right side for future Monarchs. Lifts it to the top of the box. Had a man targeted there, but could not make the connection. He was looking for Ivan Kuanong, who was making that run up the center forward channel. Here comes FC Dallas. This is Taylor Davis with time and space. Goes ahead and plays a long ball for Jalen Belong up the right side. Gets past Stevenson into the area. Plays it toward the penalty mark as he's looking for Diego Pepe. But it's turned over. And a dejected look on the face of both Pepe and Davis.
Yeah, they had numbers going forward, a good opportunity, that counterattack.
Here's Tamby on the left side, trying to beat Newman. Gets to the byline, and it'll be a goal kick coming up here for FC Dallas and Caden Johnson.
Nice job of David Newman just shepherding that FC Monarch attack out of play.
McDaniel along the touchline. Plays it back to Schmidt. Here comes McDaniel at halfway, loses possession. Booker getting it from Harris, sends it in deep. Settled by Montgomery. FC Dallas goes on the attack. Down a man looking for Diego Pepe. Off Stevenson, but FC Dallas keeps it until now. Stevenson has it. Gets it to Tamby, runs by Davis. Davis trying to get the ball back from Stevenson. An awkward attempt at a tackle. Play continues. Future Monarchs keep possession. Bedayan has it in the center circle. Into the path of Booker, moving up the right side. To Ravel, back to Booker, who's pushed forward. Booker to Ravel. Ravel entangled with Mendoza. It's out of play, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for FC Dallas in the 62nd minute. Montgomery coming out of his own box for FC Dallas. Perez nearly turned it over, but gets it right back after it went off Kuanang. Now plays a ball over the top, and a foul called at halfway as Langen goes down.
Diego Pepe just a little shove in the back. Referee's right there to make the call.
Into the center circle for Bedayan.
As we just saw, FC Dallas getting ready to make another change.
They've made 3 of their possible 6 substitutions, and a 4th sub getting ready to come into the game for FC Dallas. It'll be Bryson Bolton when the substitution is made. A free kick coming up here. This kick from about 42 yards out. Kuanang looking for Langen, who got a head on it but missed it wide of the frame. And FC Dallas now has an opportunity to bring a sub in, and it's Bryson Bolton. Bolton is going to be coming in for Creighton Schmidt.
Well, it looks like Davis may be coming. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, Davis is running towards the sidelines, but it's not Davis. Davis is staying on. I was going to be really surprised if Davis was coming
yeah,
out.
They kind of need him, don't they? If they're going to get back in this game, you got a feeling it's going to go through Davis.
Exactly.
But you know what? You can tell how frustrated Davis is.
Yeah, he's been stymied all afternoon, but you see the changes made formation-wise. They have gone to a 3-4-2.
This is a team, the FC Dallas U18 side that we're watching, ranked in the top 10 nationally in this age group. They had scored 25 goals coming in. Davis with 9 of those goals. Their U15 Academy side won yesterday. They came in here with a lot of confidence, believing they could win this game. And I think they're starting to lose that belief now in the 65th minute, down a man and trailing 2-0.
Yeah, going down a man really changes the whole dynamics of the match. But as we've said before, I mean, we've seen hundreds of games where teams come back being a player down.
It is funny how sometimes you go down a man and you start to play better.
Yep.
That hasn't necessarily happened in this case for FC Dallas. But I think a lot of that has to do with the way the Future Monarchs have attacked FC Dallas once they had that advantage.
Yeah, you're right. But still lots of time left in this match. But a lot of credit to the Monarchs. Playing well, trying to keep possession, make these 10 players for FC Dallas work.
Yeah, they are making them work, aren't they? And they're part of the reason that frustration has set in. Just their quickness, And their ability to make plays has also frustrated FC Dallas.
Yeah, just we said it right from the very start. Their technical ability on their ball and their skill level is extremely high. And it's not just one or two of the players. I mean, it's all 11 out there for future Monarch.
Perez finds Davis. Davis, marked by Booker, plays it into the area. Too much weight on the pass for Perez, and it's cleared out, but it gets only as far as McDaniel. McDaniel plays it to Davis. I mean, Davis's energy really picks up when the ball's in his area.
Yeah, he's just that type of player. He sees the ball coming to his feet or the ball's in his area. He's electric.
But once it's not in around him, he deflates.
Yeah, it's over. His head's down and very frustrated.
This is Bolton, who just came into the game for FC Dallas. It's played back to Newman. Mendoza plays it out wide. Pepe not able to trap it cleanly and then turns it over. And Ravel begins the attack. Montgomery is there defensively. Ravel goes down. The official says play on. Our referee, Brandon Garner, not blowing the whistle there. And FC Dallas begins the counterattack. Ball's taken away. Kouanak comes up with it. Badayan has it on the left side to Ravel. He's offside. That was easy to call.
Yep. Lavelle just never recovered from being brought down, or I'm not sure he was brought down. I think he just went down.
I think he was trying to get the call there. Guess who's energized now? Davis. Shows good speed and quickness. Maintains possession. Gets the ball inside the 18. Gets it to the back post. Looking for Bolton, but it sails over Bolton. And Davis is just laying on the ground.
Davis is trying to take this team onto his back all by himself.
Davis makes a run into the box here. It gets intercepted by Langen. Mendoza has it for FC Dallas to Bolton. Bolton not able to get around Badayan. And going down is Tamby. Tamby was fouled. It's a free kick for Future Monarchs. Future Monarchs have not made a substitution as of yet, but I think that's about to change.
You see.
And they've got some players who are starting to show some signs of fatigue.
You see some players starting to cramp up a little bit. As we mentioned earlier, this is their third match in 3 days. Sixth game in 8 days. Yep. Yeah. It's been a long week.
Harris up the right side. Oh, nice through ball, but he wasn't on the same page as Ravel, and Montgomery has it for FC Dallas, and Montgomery gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel came in at the start of the second half. McDaniel finds Bolton. Harris goes down rather easily, and off of Harris, it's across the touchline. Bolton with the throw into McDaniel.
You like to see FC Dallas just play that ball a little bit quicker, not taking 1 or 2 touches or 3 or 4 touches on it, just playing the ball 1 or 2 touch.
Newman drives the ball in deep. Bolton gives chase, bumps into Stevenson. It's going to be a goal kick coming up here for Future Monarchs. 69 minutes complete here at Toyota Stadium in the U18 championship game at the 42nd Dallas Cup. And it's a 2-0 lead for Future Monarchs of Maryland over FC Dallas Youth Premier of North Texas. Tamby approaches the attacking third, plays it left, and gets it back from Harris. Marked by Montgomery, who wins the ball. Montgomery finds Pepe. Pepe pushing it up the right side. Now FC Dallas gets into Future Monarch territory. Monarchs trying to get back on defense. Stevenson pokes the ball away. Bolton is there, but an offside flag goes up.
It looks like Belong was in the offside position. That ball did take a deflection, but the referee's assistant on that far side raised his flag. Substitution's going to be made now. Does he plan on taking off?
Tamby's coming out.
There you go. I thought I was going to run on with the bib on.
Malachi Cheeks is in for the future Monarchs. Ravel has it for the Maryland side in the black and yellow kit. Comes to Langen. Kuanang moves toward the middle. Chipped into the area. Headed by Kuanang, and he hit the crossbar. Kuanang got set up by Ravel, who was looking for his second assist of the game. And Kuanang nearly headed that one in.
You see, nice little chip. It was pretty close to offsides. He had the keeper beat, just couldn't beat the crossbar.
McDaniel for Davis. Hit him in the right cheek. Pepe has it. Davis chasing it into the box, but getting there first is Marcus Goodley.
Yeah, and the officials bringing this one back as Pepe was fouled, but was allowing the play to continue on. Good officiating once again.
Brandon Garner's done a great job today, been assisted by Tiffany Turpin and Wendell Ashby. Jose Arroyo, the fourth official today. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Mendoza taking this free kick. FC Dallas has 5 targets inside the 18. Mendoza goes for goal, and Goodley parries it over the crossbar, setting up a corner kick for FC Dallas. FC Dallas trying to pull one back here in the 73rd minute, trailing 2-0 down a man.
And this ball is on target, but it was just floated in. I'm not sure Goodley just could have gone up and caught it, but he went for the spectacular tip over the bar.
This will be the 4th corner kick for FC Dallas. Mendoza from the right corner. He's got Belong and Bolton, among others, in there as targets. This is Newman just outside the area on the left, marked by Langen. Langen pokes it away. It stays with FC Dallas for a throw. Newman gets it to the feet of Davis, poked away by Langen. He only gets it as far as McDaniel. Montgomery has it in the center circle. Headed by Bolton. It goes into the area and grabbed by Goodley, who secures it for future Monarchs as they hold on to a 2-0 lead in the 74th minute.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there almost between Goodley and his back.
Montgomery will head this back to his keeper, Caden Johnson. Johnson has McDaniel to his left. McDaniel looking upfield, marked by Harris. Sends an aerial in the direction of Davis, who loses a 50-50 header. Mulestead comes up from behind. And future Monarchs on the attack looking for Ravel. Here's Kuanang taking a shot. A quick strike with the right foot. Johnson knocks it down and quickly distributes out to Jalen Belong, who's fouled, and FC Dallas gets a free kick.
Nice quick distribution by Johnson.
McDaniel restarts play. Pressured now by Harris. Played back to Montgomery. Montgomery to Mendoza. Kuanang intercepts, stepping in front of Mendoza to take it away. Langen in the center circle. Plays it left. Kuanang getting it from Harris. Trying to push it up the channel. It's deflected at the feet of Ravel. He spins through traffic. Ravel into the area, and he was trying to cut it back, and it gets sent over the end line by Montgomery, setting up a corner for future Monarchs. Tell you what, Ravel can create some excitement.
Yeah, Ravel has some really quick feet. See a little magic in him right there. beats 3 FC Dallas defenders and tries to make the right pass, but Montgomery gets in the passing lane. Nice recovery by Montgomery.
Ravel puts the ball in near the penalty spot. Langen goes down and may be shaken up as he was going up for the header. Booker is hassling Perez. Perez maintaining possession for FC Dallas. Again, he and Booker get tangled up. But the concern now is for Langen.
Yeah, he went up for that ball in the corner. I think it came down awkwardly on that left leg. All right, he's reaching for the calf now. So it may just be a cramp.
Yeah, I thought initially it was a cramp, then I thought it was more than that. Now I'm like you, I'm thinking it's a cramp, but we really shouldn't speculate at all. Hopefully it is just a cramp. A cramp not being a serious injury. It's no fun when you got one, though.
No, but 6 games in 8 days, you kind of expect them.
They got a break in the weather, though. I mean, conditions have been perfect.
Yeah, absolutely ideal.
And it's not often that happens at Dallas Cup. It's usually either really warm or really cold.
And that could be within 24 hours.
Or both over the course of the tournament. We've seen it. We've seen the tournaments where we played games maybe in the low 50s, and then a day later we're at 90 degrees.
Well, they tell the teams who visit here are invited to the tournament. I mean, one of the things in the papers they send out is bring a winter coat, also bring your suntan lotion.
You never know what spring is going to bring weather-wise in the state of Texas, and you never know what's going to happen in a Dallas Cup championship game. FC Dallas has gone down a man here today in the U18 title game, and they're trailing 2-0 as we're into the 78th minute. But I'll tell you what, future Monarchs, they're looking for more.
Absolutely. Everybody wants to score in the final of the Dallas Cup at this beautiful facility in Frisco, Texas.
This FC Dallas Youth Premier team getting a chance to play at the site of the MLS side, but things have not gone the way they had hoped. They came in, as we mentioned earlier, brimming with confidence. We'll have a 5th substitution for the FC Dallas side as they try to find an answer. Trailing 2-0, they're going to bring in Brock McCurry. McCurry will come in for Madden Montgomery, who I think has played an admirable game today.
Absolutely. Montgomery's had a very nice game. Just solid in the back. Great decisions.
So Montgomery comes to the bench, and Brock McCurry runs onto the pitch in the 79th minute. Time running out on FC Dallas. They've been down a man since the 39th minute when Reese Fragel received his 2nd yellow card in a 6-minute span. Since then, Heidman and Perez have also been carded. Heidman has since gone to the bench. One of the players substituted for. Pepe, McDaniel, Belong, Bolton, and McCurry have all come in as subs for FC Dallas. Malachi Cheeks has been the only sub entered into the game for future Monarchs, who lead 2-0. We're into the 80th minute. A shot from distance. Goodley dives down. I'm not sure that was on frame. He knocks it over the end line, giving FC Dallas their 5th corner kick of the game.
Yeah, I think that was Belong for FC Dallas, hitting that strike from distance, forcing Goodley into a save. You're right, Pete. You're not sure if that's going to sneak in that near post or not, but Goodley was taking no chances whatsoever.
This will be Davis on the corner. Knocks it toward the top of the 18. Mulestead's there to head it for future Monarchs.
You see a number of these corner kicks coming in from FC Dallas. So they're just floated in. They got to put a little bit more pace on that ball coming in. It's easy to defend.
Into the box, a shot and a goal! Diego Pepe scores.
That's exactly what FC Dallas needed, just a little energy, totally against a run of play. This ball's flighted in, and Pepe just lets it bounce once and turns on it. Goodley had no chance whatsoever. Again, the ball.
Pepe was one of the subs who came in at the start of the half, had not seen the ball a lot, but he got a chance here. Boy, does he cash in and brings FC Dallas right back into the game. Down a goal, still down a man. Harris got his shirt tail tugged by Perez, and the foul is called. This is going to give future Monarchs a free kick in a dangerous spot. Just about 26 yards from goal out here on the right wing. Kuanang taking the free kick.
FC Dallas chooses just to put one person into the wall. Playing extremely deep.
4 targets inside the 18 for future Monarchs on the left side. That's headed by Harris. It goes just wide. He's claiming it was deflected. It wasn't. And it's a goal kick in the 82nd minute for FC Dallas. Needing a goal to tie this game. We're 8.5 minutes from full time. Trying to get it to Davis, who heads it into the area, but then Mulestead plays it for future Monarchs. Gets it to Harris. Off Harris, who felt like he was being held. It's a throw for Perez and FC Dallas to the feet of Davis. Davis not able to get around Booker, who finds Harris. From behind, Harris is hassled by Belong.
You see FC Dallas now just being really direct, bypassing midfield, getting it up top.
Well,
yeah,
future Maryland stalling here, and I think they'll get a yellow card here. Yellow card shown to Booker for time wasting.
FC Dallas was quick to retrieve the balls and throw it to him, and he was...
Harris had done the same thing just before that, by the way.
They weren't willing to play catch with FC Dallas.
That's the first yellow card shown a member of the future Monarchs. Dallas has seen 4 yellows. Here's Ravel. We've seen what he can do. And again, he sends the ball just inside the 18. It lands at the feet of Kuanang. He takes a shot, slices it wide left.
Yeah, I mean, that Kuanang could have finished it right there. Just drags it wide of the frame. Nice setup there. Hit all sorts of time.
Cheeks helping to set that opportunity up. This is Stevenson going down along with Mendoza. The Maryland side will get the free kick.
Again, you see future Monarch, no hurry whatsoever to take these restarts.
Future Monarchs from Lanham, Maryland, south of Baltimore. They're the 4th-ranked team in the state of Maryland. They won the OBGC Capital Cup Labor Day tournament, which is an elite tournament in the Atlantic region. There's a lot of good soccer played in that region. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen more teams from that region lift the boot and ball trophy.
Right. Well, after this Dallas Cup, you may see more and more invited to the tournament.
Because if they can hold on here, future Monarchs would be the 2nd team from Maryland to win a boot and ball trophy today. Joining the U17 side, Baltimore Armor, and that ball deflects into the arms of Johnson, who keeps this a 1-goal game. That thing nearly pinballed into the back of the net. Johnson shows the strength of his leg. Mulestead reaches out to keep it away from Belong, who chases it down anyway. Belong has it in the corner, poked away from him, giving FC Dallas a throw.
Yeah, I think Belong would have been better off just letting that ball run out of play for a corner kick.
Davis turns it over, frustrated with himself and with the developments throughout the day. Bolton chases it down at halfway to Perez. Back to Bolton, and then Langen steps in and wins the ball for future Monarchs.
Langdon's cramping up again.
Booker finds Kuanong. Newman is there. Gets it to Mendoza for FC Dallas. To Bolton. Bolton accelerates to halfway. Bolton plays it out to his right. Play to the top of the arc, headed by Stevenson of Future Monarchs. Bedayan to Harris. Newman fouled from behind. I think he got kicked in the calf by Ivan Kuanong. FC Dallas gets a free kick. It'll be McDaniel to take the free kick in the 86th minute.
Nice job by Newman to step into that passing lane and wins the foul. But I think Newman's had a fantastic game as well.
Davis may have been the target of that free kick from McDaniel. FC Dallas sending everybody into the attacking third now, looking for the equalizer. Goodley's just going to volley that one out of play, give up the corner.
Goodley was taking no chances whatsoever. Again, you think he could have gone up there and just grabbed it with both hands, but this ball flighted in, was on target, and he's just going to.
You know, if I'm Future Monarchs, I'm starting to feel a little nervous.
Yeah. A lot of good pressure from FC Dallas right now. Let's see if we can get a good corner kick here.
Future Monarchs about to make a sub, but first the corner kick, the header, and Goodley makes the save. That header was on frame, and Goodley able to make the save, securing a 1-goal lead for FC Monarchs. But that was a terrific header from Brock McCurry.
It was a great header, but it was also a great delivery by Pepe on the corner, driven with some pace on it.
Here's Belong, and Belong goes down hard. The official says play on. Booker plays it back to Bedayan, to Ravel, to Booker, finds Harris. Perez takes it away for FC Dallas. Perez and Harris both go down. Free kick FC Dallas, which suddenly has some momentum here in the 88th minute, but time running out on the local side that's down a man.
It's going to be a change happen before this free kick is taken for the Monarchs.
So the Monarchs will bring Aaron Caesar into the game, and he'll replace Malachi Cheeks, who came in as a sub.
Interesting change. I didn't see Cheeks showing
Cheeks had that one touch that I can remember where he tried to set up a goal.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any injuries.
But Langdon's been out there battling what appears to be a cramp. Some other guys look really tired, but it's Cheeks who comes out.
Yes.
Perez with a long ball into the box as FC Dallas continues to threaten. That's headed by Liddell. FC Dallas with a quick restart. Oh, that's great clearance by the Monarchs, sent in deep. Johnson well off his line outside the box to play with his feet for FC Dallas. FC Dallas doesn't have much time to waste. There will be some stoppage time, but I don't think an inordinate amount. Davis from distance chips it to the top of the box. It comes out to Ravel. There's a foul, and there's also a man down, and I think that's Stevenson who's down again.
Stevenson's down. Looks like maybe Diego Pepe grazed his head as he came into the penalty box area. Stevenson's
Brandon
up.
Gardner was initially signaling in the training staff, but Stevenson immediately got up, and Gardner says, okay, I think everybody's okay. We'll just restart play here. We're 30 seconds from full time. It's a 2-1 lead for Future Monarchs, but FC Dallas has been putting on some pressure despite being a man down since the 39th minute. Harris battling McDaniel, and McDaniel wins that duel, gets it to Perez. Future Monarchs getting back defensively. McCurry sends it in deep. Goodley has it on a bounce and cradles it in. So they've posted 4 minutes of stoppage time here at Toyota Stadium in Frisco for this U18 championship game at the 42nd Dallas Cup. And this has been a highly entertaining match that's seen FC Dallas fight despite being down a man, particularly showing good fight here late in the match. And Davis is a man who could get the equalizer or set it up with a cross. A foul called as Davis goes down outside the area.
Davis doing, again, some nice work here on this touchline. Beats his defender, gets the cross off. Then the Monarch player comes into him after the cross is made, and the referee brings it back for the foul on Davis. Good opportunity now for FC Dallas.
I believe it was Mays Booker who was called for the foul. Aiden Mendoza with this free kick, and this may be the best chance that FC Dallas has here in stoppage time to get the equalizer. Mendoza wastes the opportunity.
Well, you said it right, Pete. That was a wasted opportunity. Really, anywhere but where you put it would do nicely.
And Mendoza knew it as soon as it left his boot. He was unhappy with it. Kunan goes up for a 50-50 header with Belong. Lands at the feet of Newman, who finds Davis. Davis nutbags Langen, but Ravel is there. Ravel gets it back on the FC Dallas side of halfway. McDaniel plays it to the right side for Bolton. Harris gets it for the Monarchs. Newman goes for the sliding tackle. Takes out Harris. Did that ball stay in play?
It did stay in play.
FC Dallas having to come deep out of their own end with it. Here in stoppage time, down 2-1. Down a man since the 39th minute. McDaniel gets it to Davis. Davis marked by Booker. Davis finds Mendoza. Mendoza being chased by Bedean, who opened the scoring in stoppage time at the end of the first half. That one sent in, but Goodley has it easily on the near post. Sterling Harris scored the second goal in the 48th minute. Future Monarchs have not scored since. Diego Pepe scored in the 81st minute to make it a one-goal game, and that's where we stand here in stoppage time. FC Dallas down a man, down a goal, and keeping the pressure on despite being down a man.
Yeah, they have to go quickly here if they're getting another opportunity.
They'll get a throw here. Najera will put it in play. Over the head of Newman, and then cleared out by Bedean. Najera gets another throw, but the time is running. Brandon Gardner, the referee, checking his watch. Play continues for now. Mendoza gets another throw. Sent out to Davis. He'll volley it. Loops it in toward the top of the six. Booker heads it for Future Monarchs. Goes right back to Davis, who takes a chance with a sliding shot that goes wide right.
Davis is reading that play. He thought that ball was coming right back to him. Just couldn't get over it. Slices it wide.
Davis looks exhausted right up until the time the ball comes to his feet. Then he's got plenty of life. That's the final whistle. I think Davis knew that was the last chance FC Dallas was going to have. The celebration begins for Future Monarchs. They become the third team in the history of the tournament from the state of Maryland to win the Boot and Bowl Trophy. The second team from the state of Maryland to win it today, joining Baltimore Armor. Future Monarchs win a thrilling game over FC Dallas, winning it 2-1.
These are the people who make Gentleman Jack. Cultured, refined,
Just kidding. They're the same folks who make Old Number 7. They simply take the time to mellow it twice. Gentleman Jack, from the makers of Jack Daniels.
You ever think Pac-Man gets tired of eating these same little dots? I could get any 2 toppings on my large pizza for just $10. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, the $10 Tastemaker, only from Pizza Hut. I think I'm about to out-pizza the Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
We love our new home.
There's so much space.
But we have ants.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Spring driving is here, and the countdown to luxury has begun at your local Cadillac showroom. Experience the iconic style and bold sophistication in a Cadillac SUV or sedan. Reward yourself, then move up to a Cadillac.
Get 0.9% APR for 72 months, plus current eligible non-GM owners get $3,500 total purchase allowance on a 2021 Cadillac XT6 and XT5.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Philips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better. Philips.
Adetayi Badayan scored in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Sterling Harris had a goal in the 48th minute. FC Dallas went down a man in the 39th minute. Got a goal from Diego Pepe in the 81st minute. Future Monarchs with a 2-1 victory in an action-packed 18 and under championship game here at the 42nd Annual Dallas Cup.
Yeah, really entertaining final here. Monarchs looked really, really good from the start.
FC Dallas had an opportunity early with William Heidman, and then Davis got a chance. Davis finished the tournament with 9 goals for FC Dallas, which had 26 goals in the tournament. They came up just short today. Harris trying to find the far side netting with that shot. Ravel showed great patience setting up this goal for Sterling Harris. And then Ravel again setting up an opportunity for Ivan Kuanang. This free kick looping toward the crossbar, parried over by Marcus Goodley off the right foot of Aiden Mendoza. And FC Dallas would score when the sub Diego Pepe fired it in the 81st minute. And that really energized FC Dallas. They put pressure on the Monarchs throughout the final 10 minutes or so. But the Monarchs hold on and win it 2-1. A well-deserved victory for the Monarchs, but we saw a great fight from FC Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, once FC Dallas went one man down, they showed really good determination to try to get back into this match. But Monarchs is too good of a side to play a man down against, and Monarchs showed their class.
From the site of the National Soccer Hall of Fame here in Frisco at Toyota Stadium, I'm Pete Stein for Dev Reeves saying so long from Toyota Stadium in Frisco. The final score today, Future Monarchs 2, FC Dallas 1. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
Real G's moving silence like sourdough. So if you didn't know, the Sourdough King is back at Burger King with flame grilled beef, sizzling bacon, and ooey gooey cheese stuffed between 2 toasted sourdough buns. The Sourdough King and Sourdough Breakfast King. Your way, way better.
These are the people who make Gentleman Jack. Cultured, refined. Just kidding. They're the same folks who make Old Number 7. They simply take the time to mellow it twice. Gentleman Jack, from the makers of Jack Daniels.
Your wireless, your rules, your savings. When you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you could save up to $300 a year. So join the most reliable wireless network and get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Only with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today to learn more.
Easterns Automotive Group is committed to supporting our community. Since 1988, we have sold cars to the hardworking men and women of D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. We serve our community because we are this community, and we're proud to call it home.
Is the salmon wild caught?
She only eats wild caught.
I need a price check on honey.
Don't get mad. Get E-Trade and get more than just trading. Investing, banking, guidance.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Philips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better.
In a relentless world, connected, but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
Okay, I'm awake.
Let's do this, Smudge.
Let's dance. Oh, man, we're gonna have some fun today. Let's go.
Say it with me now.
Hinge, squeeze.
Stay with me.
Here, I'm with you.
5, 4, sprint to your finish.
You did that, Peloton. Until next time. Whew.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin, and Trulicity activates my body to release it.
Once-weekly Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. Most people taking it reached an A1C under 7%. Trulicity may also help you lose up to 10 pounds and lower your risk of cardiovascular events, whether you know you're at risk or not. Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.